Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into an absolutely massive shift in healthcare. It's a technological evolution moving so incredibly fast that it's going to affect literally all of our medical journeys in the very near future. We're talking about the integration of artificial intelligence into radiology and medical imaging. And look, this isn't just some minor software upgrade. It is a complete paradigm shift in how our bodies are analyzed, diagnosed, and ultimately how we get treated. To really grasp the gravity of this, put yourself right in the shoes of a patient waiting on critical scan results. It's an incredibly anxious time, right? Now ask yourself, when those results are being interpreted, do you want your doctor to be totally exhausted, their eyes strained from hours of routine data sorting and staring at hundreds of normal scans? Or do you want them refreshed, laser-focused entirely on your specific complex diagnosis? Honestly, that exact question is what sits at the very heart of what we're talking about today. So, our insights today are actually drawn from a highly compelling editorial. It was written by Rui Pedro Pereira de Almeida and published in the International Journal of Radiology and Radiation Therapy. In this piece, the author explores exactly how AI is poised to fundamentally transform the daily practices of radiographers and radiologists. It's a really fascinating look at the near future of the field, straight from the experts who are actually living it. Section 1. The medical data explosion. So here's the deal. We are currently facing a massive, exponential growth in medical imaging data across the board. Now, high resolutions and slice counts, they are absolutely fantastic for clinical detail, but they've created this completely unsustainable data bottleneck that human eyes just literally cannot process efficiently anymore. It's almost like trying to drink from a fire hose. It makes interpreting these images incredibly complex, super time-consuming, and it's frankly threatening to just overwhelm the entire system. Section 2. AI in the diagnostic seat. Enter AI, advanced machine learning algorithms, which have been trained on absolutely massive data sets of previous scans, are now stepping in, and they are detecting and characterizing medical abnormalities with a level of pattern recognition that, honestly, the human brain simply cannot match at scale. Because they've processed millions upon millions of prior scans, their accuracy in spotting those really subtle deviations is just genuinely impressive. And here is where the rubber really meets the road. AI steps in to handle the tedious, time-consuming grunt work. We're talking about automating routine, repetitive tasks. Things like lesion detection to spot tiny anomalies, segmentation to digitally map the exact boundaries of a tumor, and quantification to precisely measure its volume. Now, these are absolutely necessary tasks, for sure, but they traditionally eat up hours of a radiologist's day. AI, it executes them in seconds. So, the absolute crucial takeaway here is this. By alleviating this massive burden on medical professionals, AI actually frees up their incredibly valuable time. Instead of spending hours acting like a human magnifying glass, doctors can focus their extensive medical training entirely on complex, nuanced cases and critical decision-making. Basically, they get to do what they actually went to medical school for in the first place. Section 3. Partner, not a threat. It's super easy to fall into that classic sci-fi trope of viewing AI as a threat, right? The whole idea that machines are coming to replace human doctors. But the author of our source material pushes back hard against this. Instead, healthcare professionals need to adapt their skill sets to embrace AI as not a replacement, but as a seriously powerful tool. It's really about moving toward a collaborative partnership model. Think of the AI as the ultimate hyper-efficient assistant pointing things out, while the human doctor remains the master decision-maker. When human expertise actually leverages the unique strengths of AI, the synergy is just undeniable. This human-AI partnership significantly improves diagnostic accuracy, which obviously means fewer misdiagnoses. It increases productivity so patients get their results way faster. And perhaps most importantly, by saving all this time, it allows doctors to provide far more personalized patient care. They actually have the time to sit down, look you in the eye, and really discuss your treatment plan. Section 4. Ethics and the human touch. Of course, as we integrate these powerful systems, we have to address the regulatory realities head-on. The editorial highlights 3 absolutely paramount ethical considerations here. First up, ensuring patient privacy. Medical data is highly sensitive, so we have to meticulously control how AI uses it. Second, maintaining data security to protect these massive databases from cyber threats. And third, which is super important, transparency in AI algorithms. Doctors actually need to understand how an AI arrived at a conclusion. It can't just be some mysterious black box spitting out medical recommendations. Now, solving these challenges, that is definitely not a job for one group alone. Establishing these essential guidelines and best practices is going to require a massive collaborative effort. We're talking radiographers, radiologists, policymakers, and the technology developers themselves all sitting at the exact same table. They have to work together to ensure the responsible implementation of AI in medical imaging. Which leads us to this fantastic quote from the source text: "It is vital to strike a balance between the potential benefits and the human touch that radiographers and radiologists bring to patient care." The author perfectly hits the nail on the head here. Look, an AI can calculate pixel density in a fraction of a second, but it cannot offer empathy. It can't hold a patient's hand or comfort an anxious family member. We absolutely have to balance the incredible analytical benefits of AI with that completely irreplaceable human element. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought to really chew on. Human expertise in AI technologies are already collaborating right now to propel medical imaging into a brand new era of excellence. This shift isn't just theoretical, it's happening today. So, thinking about your next visit to the hospital, are you ready for AI to be your doctor's ultimate co-pilot? How do you feel about this digital partnership guiding your own healthcare future? It's a fascinating frontier, and it's one we're all going to be navigating together.